Hello everyone, how's it going? It's Nady, and today we're going to be trying makeup that my subscribers sent to me. As you stunningly gorgeous people know, this is about the products, not the people behind them. Any tiff you may have with them, please cast it away because this is a channel of positive energy, okay? Thank you. Oh, my little splashing starfish, how you doing today? I hope wherever you're at in the world you're having a spectacular day so far. I myself am doing very good. It feels really nice to be back here sitting down in front of the camera. I've been out of town for a week kind of searching areas that I might possibly move to, and it's always nice to have a little break so that I can come back and feel refreshed. I'm moister than an oyster, I'm slicker than a snicker, and I'm ready to go. And what was on my doorstep when I got home? This big ass fabulous box from one of my awesome subscribers. This big ass gifty is from the fabulous Billy Sidoti. I think that's how you say his last name, but we've actually kind of become good friends. He caught my attention when I saw his makeup looks. I actually want to recreate some of the looks that he did for my own palette promo shoots and pull inspiration from a bunch of his pictures. They're very, very pretty. I'll be sure to link you to his profile down below. But I love befriending my subscribers, and I actually have a few other boxes from other subscribers that have sent me little goodie bags, and so I kind of want to turn this into a thing and do unboxings with those, and it'll be gay old time. I'm always very surprised when anybody sends me anything, and truthfully, I'm surprised when anybody watches my content. Like, in my eyes, I'm just a little old Nady just sitting here in my office. And so the fact that anybody out there, like, turns my content on, I'm just like, wow, thank you. I just can't believe it. Like, truly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for being here. I really do love having you. I know that every fucking YouTuber says it, but truly, like, I honestly mean it. You all are my friends. Y'all are my family. I love interacting with you. Even the negative haters, it's just a part of life, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And so for anybody to go out of their way watching my content or even sending me something, that just like, it just makes me want to cry. I'm so blessed to call this my job, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Okay, anyways, let's dive into this because this is quite hefty. Damn. This is quite generous, and thank you for like wrapping everything up because now we can go into it like birthday style where I'm surprised. All right, so on the top, it looks like we have a few little samples. We have the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I don't know that I've tried this, so that'll be fun to use. And then we also have the Milk, oh, this is the same thing, just in like a condom size form. Then we also have another Milk makeup product. This is a electric glossy lip plumper. Oh, that's fun. You know I'm gonna be rubbing that on my titties later to watch them grow. Okay, I wanna try this right now. I do have a little bit of gloss on, so wipe that snazzy shit off and go in with this. What's it look like? Oh, it has a nice kind of like Vaseline texture, similar to literally every other gloss out there. I don't think it has a smell, which is kind of nice. We'll see if it starts burning my lips or not. Y'all are gonna see me tomorrow and I'm gonna have like elephant man lips. It almost has like a lavender or maybe even a tea tree flavor. Actually, that might be the pumpkin spice coffee that I'm drinking. I can't quite tell. Ooh, yeah, I can feel it starting to plump. It definitely tingles. I wonder if it'd make other things tingle. Okay, that's very exciting. Then we have this little package. Oh my gosh, it's Dior. Oh my goodness. This is like too much. This is the Professional Performance Pure Shimmer Blendable Highlight and Blush Palette. Ooh, this is really burning. But it's not like a negative kind of burn. It kind of feels good. Oh no, I just fucked up my nail polish. I hate this color. We're gonna ignore it, but it's for a costume for an upcoming Cold Blood and Cocktails episode. Yeah. Ooh, wow. She is really stinging. I wonder if I wasn't supposed to put on that much. Oh, wow. It's like when you eat a habanero or ghost pepper. Okay. Anyways, back to this little baby. I don't think that I've ever owned a Dior face product other than the Dior Backstage and their concealer. No powder product of theirs. Oh my goodness, this is so pretty. I especially love this color. That would be a beautiful blush topper. And then this one I'd probably use as an actual face highlight. And this one maybe like an inner corner highlight. And then this one maybe on the eyes. Oh, every time I talk, I can just feel my lips moving and like, oh, it's like a bunch of needles are just pricking them. Like I'm getting my lips tattooed. That's what it feels like. I don't mind it. It's just getting stronger and stronger. Holy shit, this box goes really deep. I thought it was just this, but there's a whole nother layer to it. Oh, is there liquor in there? Oh no, I think it's a toner. Thought it was a little bottle of alcohol. What is this? Ooh, a KKW beauty palette. This is a pressed powder camo palette. Have we reviewed a KKW palette before? I think we have. I think I remember liking their products. It's just kind of like Kylie, where they launch so much stuff that by the time it gets to me, they've already launched new stuff. And so it just doesn't make sense for me to purchase their stuff for a review. Ew, I want to see it. That is quite pretty. I did just use the Natasha Denona Zendo palette, and I kind of feel like both of these palettes would really fuck together very nicely. I love this kind of sagey green. It is a little bit on like the cooler dusty side for a palette, but I don't mind that. Like, not every color that I put on my eye has to be super vibrant and saturated and like neon. This looks like a nice cool palette, and it does have a few multi-chromes in there. Maybe they're just duochromes, I can't tell, but they are really pretty. I'm excited to dive into this. Thank you. This literally is like my birthday. Moving on, it looks like we have another palette. This is like so generous. Oh shit, I dropped something. Ooh, this is Kylie Jenner's lip serum, the 24K gloss, which I don't think I've used any of her glosses before, but the first ever Kylie product that I got was one of the brown lipsticks, and oh my goodness, to this day, one of the most beautiful brown lippies that I've ever used. I didn't repurchase it. I'm pretty sure I still own it. I should probably chuck her, but I really, really like that color. Oh, hi Kylie. I wonder how much silicone is in that body. Okay, so let's pop her out. Beautiful photography, although I will admit, I'm not the hugest fan of people being on their own palettes. Like, that's just weird to me. Like, sometimes it works, and it's really not even that big of a deal. Like, who fucking cares? But let me know down in the comments below which kind of palettes you prefer. Do you like when the artist is on the cover and that's the artwork? Or do you like more artsy style where it's like a design or something? Ooh, you know what? Her little titty covers and dress here are like actually glittery. That's kind of cool. I like the little detail. And let's open her up. Ooh, that's very cute. I think this would go really, really well with that KKW palette. I'd love to smoke that green out with like these yellows. It's filled with several different shades of gold, so I totally get the 24K reference. And then I also like how this little pop of color down here also has a gold reflect in it. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like everything in here actually does have like a goldish hue to it. So I like that. This is like not cheap stuff, so thank you. People are just like so generous. God damn. That concludes our first layer, so let's peel it back like an onion, like Shrek over here. All right, so the not bottle of liquor is Fresh Rose Deep Hydration Toner. Oh, and it actually has little rose petals in it too. This is bougie. I want to set this next to my bathtub. I'm not the hugest fan of rose fragrance. I used to love it, but then I made Turkish Delight and added way too much fucking rose to it, and ever since then I've had like serious PTSD whenever I see a rose. Like, I have gotten physically ill because of it. But I don't mind just like a light peppering of rose fragrance, just a smack roll. Oh wow, they really go hardcore with that. Ow! It went under my nail. Oh, she's bleeding. Very hardcore with the protection here, which I actually appreciate, so thank you. Ooh, damn. Oh no, you know, this actually smells good. It's very tolerable. It's not overpowering. It actually smells a little bit like Oil of Olay, the pink bottle. I don't even know if they make that anymore. My grandma used to always use it. I like that. I would not mind having that on my face. And trust me, I've had much worse liquids on there. Then we have a Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Extra Strength Daily Peel. It's a 2-part system. I did happen to get a little bit of sun. I think I actually got sunburned a little, but I want to hold my tan as long as possible, so I'm gonna wait till that fades to use this. Otherwise, my face will be like pale as shit, and then the rest of me will have a little bit of a tan. I always find it so funny when I'm watching makeup tutorials and it's obvious that somebody spray tans because they'll wipe their makeup off and be like a ghost, but then from their neck down, it's like leather. It's always a good time. Then we have Bliss Incredipeel. Ooh, another kind of peel. This is glycolic acid. Did I say that right? Glycolic, whatever. It is a peel, and I cannot wait to use this. This is like a very large prophylactic, and I'm here for it. Damn, that hurt. Ooh, but my lips kind of stopped tingling. How do they look? Ooh, I think they actually are a little bit plumper. They do still tingle a bit though. Now it's more like a slight throbbing, which I welcome any throbbing thing to enter my mouth. Yeah, that was too much. Then we have a fresh soy face cleanser for all skin types, and it's rich in amino acids. acids. I don't know that I've ever heard of them. Ow, damn it. I am just not having a good day. I went to open it up and it like peeled my nail back. Jeez Louise, by the end of this video, I'm gonna be in like a full fucking body cast. Ooh, this is very fancy. Does she have a smell? No, it would probably help if I took off the little protector. Oh my God, I almost went in with my teeth on this one because I'm too scared to use my fingers and I just had an image of me pulling my 2 front teeth out. I would much rather lose a nail than a chomper. Ooh, that smells very nice too. Kind of like a cucumber mask. Or I guess just a cucumber. Not something that I would mind having on my face. Oh my God, look at that bullshit. I just peeled that bitch right the hell back. How? I've let this stuff dry for hours. I think I'm gonna wipe this shit off and put an actual dark gel on. I got one of those cheap little UV lamps off of Amazon. I'm gonna have a whole manicure salon here in my office. Anyways, I did already wash and tone my face for today because I didn't know what was in here, so I wanted to be prepared. So I will keep you up to date with these, and I'll let you know on social media how I like these, so make sure you follow me on Instagram. That seems to be pretty much the only place that I post anymore. We have some Kick-A-Pear? Sick-A-Pear? I don't know, but oh, this is by Dr. Jart. That is a bougie stuff. I guess this is a tiger grass color correcting treatment. Ooh, I'm assuming this is for redness because it is quite green. This I actually would not mind using right around this area. I do have quite a good bit of redness right on my schnoz. Oh, that smells lovely. It smells quite earthy, very tea tree-esque. Hope I'm using this correctly. Hopefully this wasn't like a mask. You know, I mean, from what I can tell in my little monitor, this area doesn't look quite as red. Oh, and it made the skin around there very soft and smooth. Maybe I should see how you're supposed to use this. Apply a moderate amount. The formula will change from green to beige to help even out the skin tone. Oh, I like that. I'm gonna apply a little bit to my nostrils too. Damn, thank you very much. I really appreciate this. And last but certainly not least, we have another fresh product. This is Fresh Rose Deep Hydration Face Cream. Wow, it's quite heavy. It's in a glass container. I'm kind of loving all the florally stuff because it just snowed in Michigan, and fuck that on a roof with a rusty pole. I am not here for snow. I'm here for sunshine and 75-degree weather. And when I put on more florally kind of summertime shit, it just makes me feel like I'm on a beach, or at least looking outside to green trees. This I am going to put a little bit on, which this is very unsanitary. Ooh, that feels really good. That would be excellent for like pre-makeup use. Ever since the Nimia stuff came out, I've been obsessed with skincare before your makeup. Normally I just stick to like putting on a cream in the morning and then at night, and I never really think of applying skincare before I put on like my foundation and stuff. And that has truly been an absolute fucking game changer. This just sunk right in. My skin is still a little bit tacky. It has a nice little glow, and I probably just wiped all of the corrector off. But I think now let's go in with our Milk Makeup Hydra Grip Primer. Look at this cute little tiny thing. It's like a traveling lube tube. Simply adorable. It feels like it's hydrating and moisturizing. Some primers that I've used just feel like greasy face paints, but no, not this. I'm still a little bit tacky, but I'm not like sticky. It's not like Winnie the Pooh after he's stuck his head in a honey pot. And I can no longer feel any tingling on my lips. Do they look any bigger? I actually think they do look a little bit more juicy. Like especially in the middle, I probably should have done a better job at spreading it out, but they don't look quite as like rigid and dry. They're just like poofed up. Okay, so before we hop into the look, thank you so damn much for this. This was incredibly generous. I can't even imagine what you spent on this. Y'all are just too damn nice to me. So for foundation, I am a little bit darker. I don't have a Maybelline Fit Me that matches me right now. I talk about that shit in every fucking video. I'm sure y'all are over it by now. So I think the closest thing that I know works really well for my skin is my Dior Backstage. This is the shade, I don't know, but it looks like this. I don't know if it'll match me, but we'll try it. I need to wash all of my brushes, so I pulled this little baby out of the back of my bin. So we're gonna stipple it on today and see how she does. Oh, this is still a little bit too light for me, but I also know this stuff oxidizes the slightest bit, so we might be okay. Actually, that doesn't even look that bad. I am very, very fortunate in that I kind of grew out of getting like acne. Now the only time that I really break out is when I wear a mask for a long time and don't wipe my face off, or if I eat my fucking body weight in dairy. But otherwise, my skin does do pretty good, and so I found that doing a much lighter coverage on the more minimalistic side really makes my skin look its best. Also, knock on wood for me not breaking out. All right, so that did a good job at very, very minimal coverage. This is a little bit too minimal for me, so I'm taking another squirt. I know that I was just talking about minimal coverage, but it doesn't really look like I even put anything on. There we go. That's actually a very good shade match. I'm like slightly proud of myself, but more shocked than anything. It kind of looks like a second skin, except where it's catching in my creases. That's kind of why this got lower on my totem pole, because it does sometimes want to catch on my creasy bits. And so you kind of have to be expressionless until it really dries down. And I am anything but expressionless. Shit, my forehead. I am anything but expressionless. And then for Squee, hopefully this isn't too dark. We'll see. This is the Hourglass Concealer, which might actually be a little bit deeper than my foundation. So let me just apply a little bit, and then I'll go in with a highlighter color right over this. The formula is absolutely fuckable, but I just got the wrong color. So over that, just to add a little bit of brightness, I'm gonna go in with the Umabutete Stay Woke Squee. This is so much fucking more than I've gone in with lately. And we will stipple this out. Oh my god, that looks so damn yellow now. Whoops. Ooh, but the formulas are playing together well. I guess I don't really mind a yellowy glow. I'm kind of feeling like a goldish green look today. And so I welcome any kind of bronziness with open legs. Or no, open arms. And I'm not as highlighted under my eyes as I'd like to be, but I don't want to add even more cream to this. So I'm going to set under my eyes and everywhere else that I highlighted with the Jacqueline, I don't know what this palette is. I can never remember it, but I'm going to dip into this guy right here and just press it underneath the eyes. We don't need a fuck ton of it, but we just need enough to kind of set everything into place before we crease. I don't really follow Jacqueline anymore, but I know she gets a ton of shit, but these products, like some of them really are pretty damn good. There are a lot of cash grabs out there and people who launch shit just to launch shit, but after the whole lipstick fiasco, I feel like everything from this brand has been pretty decent. Then to set the rest of my face, I'm going in with this old as shit L'Oreal Paris True Match powder. It is honestly so old, and like me, it is falling apart. And it's also a little bit too deep for me, so I'm just gonna take this everywhere that I didn't highlight. We don't need a ton of it. We already have fabulous coverage. Oh, this does not play well on camera. In person, this looks spectacular, but all I see is like super dark shadows over here. That is just weird. Like in person, this looks so pretty. How very odd. Maybe what you're seeing looks perfectly fine. I don't know. I do know we need a sippy dippy of kafifi. Also, don't we just love my clearance Starbucks cup? I got like 20 of these and they were like $1 a piece. Too good a deal not to take advantage of. My lips really do look good. I've never wanted to get like lip injections or anything. I don't mind my lips, but those look supple. Kissable, fuckable, suckable, yes. Before I hop into using this highlight palette, let's do an eye look. I do feel as though I could probably do a complete look with any one of these palettes alone, but because they're here, I want to dip into them. I for sure abso-fucking-lutely want to dip into this green and kind of smoke it out with these yellows. Let's do that. And because we're working with colors here, I want everything to be super duper poppin', so I'm gonna go in with the white eye primer by Gerard Cosmetics. Oh, that may have been a little bit too much. That's okay, you know our motto, we will make the shit work. It's just a happy little accident. Just like what my parents said I was, except without the happy part. Just kidding. Where am I? So I'm gonna try to do somewhat of a halo eye. I love when people like don't cut a halo, they just take some shadow on the inner and outer corner and just like point it upwards. That is so pretty. So we're gonna try that today, but I do know that I want like a yellow base. So let's just apply shit and we can kind of see how this rolls. We're gonna go with Such a Gem. It's kind of like a pale chartreuse color, very pretty, and it goes onto the brush almost like a neon. Quite attractive. All right, so let's spread that all in the crease and blend it upwards. Oh, that's really pretty. Sometimes shades like this are just really splotchy and patchy, but that is very nice. And it's staying pretty true to the color that it is in the pan as well. Who is this by? Kylie? You get it, girl. Make them billions, or however much it actually was. Okay, but for real, that shit does look good. I never know if it's the brush, the shadow, or the primer that makes it look so great, but whatever it is, this shit is working. I dipped in one last time. I think this is 3 dips in total, and they weren't heavy dips. They were just like little love taps. Yes, beautiful. 1 dippy dippy, 2 dippy dippy. Oh my goodness, the oxidization is just real. So on that same brush, I'm going to dip into She Is the Most moment right up here. And I'm gonna place this on the outer and the inner corner and kind of fade them that away. Again, I've never really done a look quite like this, so if it doesn't turn out, at least we tried, and that's what's important. This color's still pretty light, so you might not really see it, but at least we can have a little bit of a base going. Very swell. Let's dip into the KKW palette. Let's try this green. We'll just dippy right there. And there is a little bit of fallout, but honestly not that much. And what is there, it sticks right in the pan. So that's a good sign. And let's take this right on the inner corner and bring it upwards. Oh, those colors go together very well. Good choice. Then we'll take the outer corner. Hopefully this turns out. I always see Nikki tutorials do looks like this, and she could smear vomit on her eyes and turn it into a glam look. So if we can't get it the first time, it is what it is. The first thing that I'm noticing is that it sticks down all right, but it's not blending out quite as effortlessly as the other palette. It's like a lazy bottom. It just wants to lay there, which I guess if this were going directly onto something a little bit moist and damp, then I would understand it, but I did put a yellow base down of powder. I don't know why it's not going anywhere. Do you see this little line right there? It's just there. I'll keep really blending at it, but I don't think she's gonna move. We might have to kind of alter our look today. I may end up going with maybe a cut crease instead, because that just like will not blend out. I don't know what I did wrong, because I know I've seen people use this palette, but I don't know. I've somehow fucked it up, which if something can be fucked up, trust me, it will be me who does it. Why don't we take this on the outer corner and kind of blend it up the crease line? Let me just do the same thing to the other side, and then I can blend that out with a little bit more yellow. See, now on this side, it is blending out, like there's no harsh line. So I don't know what the fuck happened on the other side. It's as though I put it over a lash glue and it just won't move. Like, see that? It goes up there and then it won't blend out, like that is stuck. And the application on both sides is like night and day. Like this side is blending out super easily. I don't know, weird. Back into the Kylie palette, I'm just gonna take a mixture of Such a Gem and She's the Moment. And we're just gonna dust that along the edges right here. It has been kind of a hot ass minute since we've done an actual cut crease with concealer, so I guess rather than doing a halo eye, we'll do a cut crease, which means we need a little bit more darkness right around this part. So I'm gonna dip back into the KKW palette into this cool toned brown. Let's see how she applies. We'll start right here on the outer corner and just push it into the crease line. Yes, that does apply very nicely. It's just this little clump of shadow right there that's really tripping me up. Do you see that little dot? Then back in with a white clean canvas, I'm gonna cut a little baby crease. And then I want this shimmer to really stick the fuck on, be like a clingy ex-girlfriend. So I'm gonna spray it with a little bit of setting spray. Ooh, she's a squirter. I'm gonna dip into the Kylie palette into Fine Metal. Oh yeah, that foils very nicely. Yes. And hopefully this stays a little bit sticky because I might put another shimmer over this. Yeah, that's cute, isn't it? Nice, bright and poppin'. And then I'm dipping back into the KKW Beauty palette into this really pretty gold. And I'm just taking that on the same brush, starting right on the center and kind of blending it outwards towards the outer eye. And I am gonna add a little bit more to the mattes on the upper eye, but I'm gonna start with the lower lash. I really don't stray far away from what I always do because it works for my eye shape. So I'm just gonna start by packing on some of this green onto the lower lash till about right here. Also, there's been no fallout from anything and I've put an ass ton of shit on my eyes. So that's pretty impressive. And then with a fluffier brush, I'm gonna dip back into those two yellows and blend it out. Right about there. See, but on the lower lash, that green just does not wanna move. It's a little bit temperamental, that green is. Then to line the lower waterline, I'm gonna go in with the ColourPop Raw Beauté. I almost called it Raw to Bebe Christy. This is the Raw Beauty Christy with ColourPop collab. Raw to Bebe. And then for the upper liner, I'm gonna go in with the Hank and Henry Blickety Brown. All right, my eye look is done. I put on some liner, lashes, mascara, all that jizzy jazz, and then I did contour with my Catrice Sculpting Squad. And then for blush, I used this Hank and Henry Lust and Lush palette in the shade Desire, and then a little bit of Hoola bronzer. For lips, I have my all-time favorite combo, Ofra's Refine and Revive. Before I go in and highlight with the Dior palette, let's go in with this Kylie Clear Lip Gloss. I feel like we're kind of bronzed up and I really want to highlight, so we might as well have a really glossy lip too. Ooh, that is a very unique unique wand. It's got a little bit of a curve to her. Serve the curve. And it smells very slightly of like vanilla pudding, kind of like tapioca. Quite nice. Let's do it up. Ready? Oh. I actually really like the curve. Oh, it melts my lipstick instantly. But I like this curve because it just sets on my lip perfectly. All right, so I'm not gonna put a ton on because it really is just disintegrating my lipstick. I'm actually gonna wipe this off. Oh wait, this is a lip serum. So that's probably why it's melting this. Okay, my bad. Well, I'm just gonna let this sit here and do its thing. It might get on my teeth, so sorry about that. Ooh, it didn't like ruin the lipstick. It did make it a little bit lighter, but it didn't turn it splotchy. It's very comfortable on the lips. It just feels like a serum that you'd put on your face, except on the lips. So now let's highlight this mug. Let me just feel these first. Oh my God, it's so pretty. I like don't even want to dip in because it'll ruin the imprint. Oh wow, you can really dip in and it still doesn't ruin it. Oh, oh. So there is the white one, very pretty. It almost has like a champagne undertone. Here is the gold one, and then finally the bronzier one. Those are heavenly. I'm not just saying that because anything was sent to me, and I'm not just saying that because it's Dior, but that feels really damn good. It's so buttery smooth. I don't know which one I want to use. Let's go in with this goldish guy right here, and this is with a Luna Magic brush. I can't really tell if anything picked up, so I guess we'll see. Here we go. Oh, shit. Yes. Okay. A lot picked up. Oh, that is very pretty. It's like a your skin but better kind of glow. I could see how someone could very easily go overboard with this, but even so, it just blends out really easily. Oh, I like that. Yes. Then I'm also gonna tap a little bit into the brow bone. Simply exquisite. And I really want to try this pinkish one, so I'm gonna take my broken-ass janky brush and dip into that. Oh, you deserve better, Dior. And I'm just gonna focus that kind of right here. I don't love bringing highlighter to the apples of my cheeks. It makes them look very big. That kind of defeats the whole purpose of contouring. I mean, we're at the end of the look, so if this makes me look metallic, at least we could see what it looked like beforehand. It is pretty too. I like that. Also, did I get mascara down there? You bet your sweet tits I did. And here we are with our final look. I love this. A nice greenish gold bronzy glam. I'm living for it. And for the most part, everything was pretty easy to use except for that green. I don't know why it fucked me over, but it did. Didn't even call me afterwards or buy me breakfast. I suppose that shadow's a little bit iffy, but everything else that we used was truly delightful to apply. So before we close out, another huge thank you for sending this to me. This was so fucking generous. Like, oh my goodness. If anybody does want to send anything my way, please don't feel obligated to, but I do have a P.O. box. It's in my about section. Even if you want to send a letter, I'm always grateful for anybody who sends anything. And especially this. Thank you so much. Make sure you check out Billy's profile. I will link it down below. Go show him some love. But otherwise, there you go. Thank you so much for being here. You know I love having you. And you know the drill. If you'd like to support me and my channel just a little bit more, please feel free to join us over on Patreon. It's patreon.com/Poplux. There you get videos a day early, you get Patreon only content, plus best part, it is cheap, fun, and fancy just like me. And like always, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so that you're notified anytime I upload a new video. Don't forget my newest collection of highlighters, including Black Ice, which does change from black to white, will be available again soon at thepoplux.com. Also, my latest album, Kiss of Fame, is available everywhere online that music is sold. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting them. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at officialnady, and you can follow me online at thepoplux.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye!